Welcome. In this particular video, we'll be converting from scientific to standard notation. In a previous video, we already established what scientific notation was. So let's just recapitulate on that. A number is written in scientific notation if it is written in the form n times 10 to the a, where n it's a number between 1 and 10, where 10 has been excluded, and a is any integer. Notice that this particular expression is written in scientific notation, and the standard notation, on the other hand, is the typical numbers that we use on a regular basis. So, in order for us to convert from scientific to standard notation, what we need to do is to pay close attention to the exponent for the base of 10. In this particular case, you notice that we're given a positive 5. So that means that this particular expression is greater than 1. So we take the 1.46, and what we're going to do, we're going to move the decimal point 5 times to the right. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. And we're going to fill in this empty spaces with zeros. So we can say, therefore, that 9.46 times 10 to the 5th is equal to 946,000. Let's see a few more examples. Example 2. Write the number 3.1416 times 10 to the 7th in standard form. Again, let's pay close attention to the exponent. In this case, we have a positive exponent, so that means that this expression is greater than 1. So what we do, we take the first part, so 3.1416, and based on this number, we notice that we're going to move the decimal point 7 times. In this case, to the right, so this number can be greater than 1. So we move it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and 7 times. And again, we fill in these empty spaces with zeros. So we can say, therefore, 3.1416 times 10 to the 7 is equal to this particular number, 31,416,000, and that gives you your number in standard notation. Okay. Let's see one more example. Write this number 5.68 times 10 to the negative 3 in standard notation. Again, let's pay close attention to the exponent. In this case, the exponent is a negative number, so that makes this whole number, or the entire expression, to be less than 1. So we take the first part, the 5.68, and we're going to move the decimal point 3 times, but in this case, it's going to be 3 times to the left. So here we go once, twice, 3 times. And what we do, we fill in these gaps with zeros, and we can also include the 0 before the decimal point. So we can say that 5.68 times 10 to the negative 3 is the same as 0.00568. And let's take a look at one last example. We have example 4. Write the number 2.83 times 10 to the negative 7 in standard notation. So we take a look at the exponent. In this case, the exponent again is negative. That means that we're going to move the decimal point 7 times, in this case, to the left, to make sure that this particular number is less than 1. So we take the 2.83 and we move the decimal point 7 times to the left. So here's once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, and 7 times. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill in these gaps with zeros, and we can also include the 0 before the decimal point. So we can say, therefore, 2.83 times 10 to the negative 7 is equal to 0.000000283. So in conclusion, in this particular video, we focus on converting from scientific to standard notation. Notice that you need to pay close attention to the type of exponents that you have. If your exponent is positive, that means that your number is greater than 1, so we move the decimal point to the right. However, if your exponent is negative, that means that your expression represents a number less than 1, so we move the decimal point to the left. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.